Hey, how's it going? So I've come to a new realization about the moon and something that it does, which I've always kind of thought. But when I was explaining my moon observations and patterns to my friend Finry, and he was looking for the right crescent on like the third or fourth day, he was having trouble finding it during the day. And I realized it wasn't out. So the first 3 or 4 times you see it during right crescent, it magically appears out west to you. Because let me explain. We can both agree that the sun and the moon, right? We all can agree that the sun and the moon's speed is constant. And that the sun is faster than the moon. And it passes the moon a couple times during one moon month. Like several times. Okay? Following me? Okay, so the first time you see the right crescent, the right sliver, the sun is beyond it. The sun is beyond it. Therefore, it's already ahead of the moon. Then the next time you see it, the right crescent, it'll be slightly higher. So you see it at 7 p.m. setting out to your west. You'll see it the next time at 7 p.m. right here. And the next time at 7 p.m. right here. It's magically popping up right there. Follow me. Don't believe me. Go observe what I'm saying. Because right now, the sun is faster than the moon. Like way faster. An hour and 20, 30 minutes faster. So it's like 12 o'clock right now. The sun's above me. And it's going to be hauling ass all the way till it sets today. It was already past the moon when that happened. When it set yesterday. So the moon will be slightly back this time. It'll be further when the sun sets today and further and further. But I won't see the moon all day. This is the 4th or 5th day. The moon will be out and on a southern track. It's nowhere in the sky right now. And then when it gets out west, it's going to pop up. Okay, but think about the speed of the moon being that much slower than the sun. And an hour and a half the very next day, it's right crescent on the second day of its moon phase, like right behind the sun. Even though the sun will pass it several times during one moon month. So the magical experience that it magically pops up, even though it's too slow to be able to catch the sun that way, it's too slow for the first 3 or 4 days. Then once it fills up and then you start to see it every day when it gets close to half full, right crescent, then it stays in the sky. It's like the sun's light will not dim out the sun once it stays in the sky. But all my moon watchers, go watch it. Next moon month, we're already 4 or 5 days in this moon month. But I've just observed it. I've thought about this several times. I have a friend who experienced it. It magically pops up outright for the first at least the first 4 nights. Check that out. So get a moon calendar and start paying attention to that. And you'll see that there's no possible way, because the moon's constant speed, would it be able to make it back to the sunset tomorrow or the second, third day of the rotation. Because you'll notice when the moon's half full and the sun passes it, that it moves way too fast at a constant speed for the moon to catch it during that first 2 right crescents. I hope I'm making sense to everybody. I'm gonna have to get some more visual footage for you guys, but I found this to be pretty mind-blowing. And it also led me to another analogy I'm working on with the moon, with the sky above us being a chessboard, and like the king being the sun, the queen being the moon. She just magically moved at 9 spaces across the sky, right? All the way across the board. And she could move like that. And then I thought about like how the rook will switch places with the king, and that's kind of like the morning star, because you'll first see it with the moon, and the next morning you'll see it rise with the sun. So it's on the corner, and then once it swapped places, it's right next to the queen, which is... So you can make it swap places. And then I don't know. It's pretty crazy. So I haven't worked through all that yet. That was an idea that popped up in my head. We're on a square board. So there's also negative and positive pieces. the analogy can keep going and keep going. So I'm gonna work through that thought on another day. But yeah, I think all the planets are the wandering stars, are the like knight, bishop, rook, and then the pawns are the constant fixed stars, which is also us. As below, as above, so below. So maybe you would hang the square board upside down sideways, and then the world underneath, hollow earth, and then our earth up top. I don't know. Or it's just heaven and earth. Who knows? Who knows? We're trying to figure it out though, right? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna get back to this world. Cheers.